Hey guys, welcome back to our deep dive channel. Today we're diving into a book that's not just about romance, but unlocks the secrets of power, influence, and human psychology. The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene. This book is a masterclass on how to win hearts and minds with charm. From historical figures like Cleopatra to modern celebrities, it breaks down every strategy that makes seduction an art. In this video, we'll cover all 24 chapters in two parts. Part 1, the seductive character, and Part 2, the seductive process. Let's jump into this seductive journey. Part 1, the seductive character. Chapter 1, the siren. All right, let's kick off with the siren, the first chapter of the Art of Seduction. The siren is a seductive personality who uses sensuality, beauty, and mystery to lure people in. Robert Greene explains that a siren's power lies in her ability to seem unattainable, like a dream. Take Cleopatra, who charmed Julius Caesar and Mark Antony with her irresistible allure. A siren crafts a magnetic aura through her voice, body language, and aesthetics, but it's all calculated. She never reveals her full self. She gives just enough hope to keep her target obsessed without fully surrendering. Greene says to become a siren, you need to highlight your unique qualities and create a larger-than-life image. This chapter teaches that mystery is key in seduction. The siren's charm works not just in romance, but also in social and professional settings. To boost your charisma, adopt the siren's traits: mystery, allure, and a touch of unpredictability. But it has to feel natural, not forced. The siren's strategy is about keeping people intrigued, making them crave more. If you want to captivate others effortlessly, channel the siren's vibe. Chapter 2, the rake. Now let's dive into the rake, the seducer who wins hearts with reckless passion and intensity. Robert Greene uses Casanova as an example, a guy who made everyone fall for him with his bold, fearless approach. The rake's power lies in his single-minded devotion. He makes his target feel like they're the only thing he desires. But it's all a strategy. A rake is never boring. His passion and drama keep the target emotionally hooked. Greene says a rake must carefully craft his reputation, a mix of mischief, vulnerability, and tons of charm. This chapter shows how crucial intensity and focus are in seduction. The rake understands his target's desires and amplifies them, but his charm only works if it feels genuine. You need to control your emotions and make bold moves at the right time. This strategy isn't just for romance, it works in leadership and influence too. The rake's mantra is, make your target feel special and never be predictable. If you want people to go crazy for you, adopt the rake's energy, but balance is key. Too much intensity can backfire. Chapter 3, the ideal lover. The ideal lover is the seducer who brings their target's dreams and fantasies to life. Robert Greene explains that their power lies in understanding their target's deepest desires and presenting themselves as the perfect match. They act like a mirror, creating the illusion of being the ideal partner. Take Casanova, who became every woman's dream lover. The ideal lover deeply understands their target's emotions and insecurities, offering validation without judgment. This chapter teaches that empathy and observation are vital in seduction. The ideal lover never criticizes. They give their target exactly what they've always wanted. But it's all calculated. They craft their image to seem irresistible. Greene says you need to study your target's past, desires, and weaknesses to pull this off. This strategy works beyond romance, in professional and social settings where influencing through ideals is key. The ideal lover's charm lies in their flexibility. They adapt to each target's unique fantasies. But authenticity is crucial. Fakeness ruins the vibe. If you want people to see you as their dream come true, channel the ideal lover's approach. Chapter 4, the dandy. The dandy is the seducer who captivates with unique style, androgyny, and bold personality. Robert Greene explains that dandies challenge societal norms, drawing attention with their individuality. Think Oscar Wilde or David Bowie, who shook things up with their unconventional charm. A dandy's power lies in their unpredictability and confidence. They're never boring. Greene says to become a dandy, You must embrace your unique qualities and turn yourself into a walking piece of art. This chapter teaches that authenticity and boldness are essential in seduction. Dandies offer their target an escape, pulling them from routine into an exciting world, but they always maintain a touch of mystery. This strategy is perfect for modern personal branding and social media. The dandy's mantra is, reinvent yourself and never conform. If you want people to be obsessed with your style, adopt the dandy's vibe. But balance is key. Too much eccentricity can push people away. The dandy's charm is about standing out while staying intriguing, not alienating. Chapter 5. The Natural. The natural is the seducer who wins people over with innocence, spontaneity, and childlike charm. Robert Greene says their power lies in their simplicity and genuineness. They seem free of pretension, connecting heart to heart. Think of childhood innocence or Charlie Chaplin's charm. The natural makes their target feel relaxed and nostalgic, like they're back in carefree days. Greene says to become a natural, you must embrace your inner child, that playful, curious, vulnerable side. This chapter teaches that effortlessness is a powerful seduction tool. The natural lowers their target's defenses by seeming non-threatening. But it's strategic. They consciously use their innocence. This approach works in romance, social, and professional settings where genuine people attract others. The natural's charm is their ability to take people away from their worries, but balance is crucial. Too much childishness can seem immature. If you want people to love your simplicity, channel the natural's vibe. Chapter 6. The Coquette. The coquette is the seducer who drives their target wild with hot and cold behavior. Robert Greene explains that their power lies in the tease and withdrawal game. They're never fully available, creating obsession in their target. Think Josephine Baker, who used unpredictable charm to captivate the world. The coquette offers just enough hope, then pulls back, making the target chase harder. Greene says this strategy works on an emotional roller coaster. The target is never satisfied, so they stay hooked. This chapter teaches that timing and restraint are key in seduction. The coquette carefully balances allure, not too available, not completely out of reach. This strategy works in modern dating, marketing, and social influence, where scarcity and anticipation draw people in, but Greene warns that overdoing it can frustrate the target. The coquette's mantra is, always keep a bit of mystery and challenge. If you want people chasing you, adopt the coquette's approach. Next, we'll discuss the charmer, who wins hearts with flattery. Keep watching. Chapter 7. The Charmer. The charmer is the seducer who wins hearts with flattery, empathy, and social skills. Robert Greene says their power lies in making people feel special and valued. Unlike overt seducers, charmers build emotional connections. Think Bill Clinton, who made everyone feel like a friend with his warm personality. Charmers understand their target's desires and insecurities, offering validation. Greene says to become a charmer, you need to be observant and adaptable. This chapter teaches that genuine interest and listening skills are powerful in seduction. Charmers avoid confrontation, boosting their target's ego while keeping them comfortable. This strategy works in romance, business, politics, and social settings where influence matters. The charmer's charm lies in their flexibility. They tailor their approach for each person, but it's calculated. They hide their agenda. The strategy's mantra is, let people talk about themselves, and they'll fall for you. If you want people drawn to your personality, channel the charmer's vibe. Chapter 8. The Charismatic. The charismatic is the seducer who inspires and attracts with a larger-than-life presence, confidence, and energy. Robert Greene says their power lies in their magnetic personality, pulling people into their orbit. Think leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. or JFK, who mesmerized crowds with vision and passion. Charismatics use enthusiasm and belief to excite people about a cause or idea. Greene says you must tap into your inner confidence and present yourself as an inspiring figure. This chapter teaches that energy and conviction are vital in seduction. Charismatics stir their target's emotions, making them feel part of something bigger. This strategy works in leadership, public speaking, and personal branding. Their charm lies in pulling people out of routine into an exciting vision. But authenticity is key. Fake enthusiasm gets exposed fast. If you want people inspired by your energy, channel the charismatic's vibe. Chapter 9, The Star. The star is the seducer who captivates with a larger-than-life image and celebrity-like aura. Robert Greene says their power lies in becoming a fantasy figure, representing people's dreams and aspirations. Think Marilyn Monroe or modern celebrities who mesmerize with glamour. Stars offer an escape, making targets feel part of an extraordinary world. Greene says to become a star, you must carefully craft your image, always polished, with a touch of mystery and unattainability. This chapter teaches that perception is crucial in seduction. Stars represent an idealized life, pushing targets to aspire. This strategy is perfect for modern social media and personal branding. Their charm lies in drawing people into their orbit without showing too much effort, but stars must maintain some distance to keep the allure. If you want people drawn to your aura, channel the star's vibe. Part 2. The Seductive Process. Chapter 10. Choose the Right Victim. Choose the right victim kicks off the seductive process. Robert Greene says the first step in seduction is picking the right target, someone emotionally or psychologically receptive to your influence. You need to study their desires, insecurities, and weaknesses. Think historical seducers like Don Juan, who carefully chose their targets. This chapter teaches that observation and strategy are key in seduction. Not everyone is a good fit. You need a target who matches your seductive persona. Study their behavior, past, and emotional triggers. Greene says the ideal victim has some emptiness or unfulfilled desire you can fulfill. This strategy works in romance, business, and social influence, where choosing the right audience is critical. But ethical boundaries matter. Avoid manipulation. The chapter emphasizes that seduction is a calculated process requiring patience and planning. If you want a strong seduction game, master the art of choosing the right target. Chapter 11. Create a false sense of security. Approach indirectly. Create a false sense of security. Approach indirectly is about building trust and comfort with your target. Robert Greene says a direct approach can make them defensive, so go indirect. Think Giacomo Casanova, who built friendships first. You need to make your target feel you're non-threatening through small talk, shared interests, or casual interactions. This chapter teaches that patience and subtlety are crucial in seduction. Hide your true intentions to keep the target relaxed. The strategy's mantra is, build trust before seduction. This approach works in romance, professional networking, and social influence. An indirect approach lowers defenses, making targets more open to your influence. But it must feel genuine. Fake friendliness gets caught fast. Greene warns that balance is key. Don't be too pushy or too distant. If you want people to feel comfortable around you, adopt this strategy. Chapter 12. Send mixed signals. Send mixed signals shows how mystery and ambiguity can be powerful in seduction. Robert Greene says mixed signals keep targets curious and intrigued, making them think about you constantly. Think Marlene Dietrich, who mixed bold and vulnerable vibes to confuse and attract. You need to show some contradiction in your behavior, warm one moment, aloof the next, serious, then playful. This chapter teaches that predictability is seduction's biggest enemy. Mixed signals stir emotions, pushing targets to chase you. This strategy works in modern dating, marketing, and branding, where grabbing attention matters. But Greene warns not to overdo it, or the target might get frustrated. The mantra is, always keep some mystery. If you want people obsessed with you, master mixed signals. Chapter 13. Appear to be an object of desire. Create triangles. Appear to be an object of desire. Create triangles is about boosting your desirability through perception. Robert Greene says when others seem to want you, your value skyrockets. You need to present yourself as a prized possession. Think historical courtesans who created competition among suitors. Greene explains this taps into human nature. People want what others have, or what's rare. Create subtle jealousy or rivalry, like flirting with others or highlighting your popularity. This chapter teaches that social dynamics are key in seduction. The strategy works in romance, marketing, and social influence, where scarcity and competition attract. But play it carefully. Obvious triangles can seem fake. The mantra is, amplify your value. If you want to seem desirable, use this strategy. Chapter 14. Keep them in suspense. What comes next? Keep them in suspense. What comes next emphasizes the power of suspense and unpredictability in seduction. Robert Greene says making targets guess your next move keeps them focused on you. Think Mata Hari, who hooked people with mysterious moves. Add spontaneity and surprises to your actions, unexpected gifts or sudden distance. This chapter teaches that boredom is seduction's enemy. Suspense engages emotions, making targets think about you constantly. This strategy works in dating, marketing, and storytelling, where anticipation is key. But Greene warns not to overdo suspense, or targets might disconnect. The mantra is, keep them curious. If you want people waiting for your next move, master suspense. Chapter 15. Use the demonic power of words to sow confusion. Use the demonic power of words to sow confusion highlights words as a powerful seduction tool. Robert Greene says flattering, poetic, emotionally charged words can create confusion and desire. Think Lord Byron, who captivated with romantic poetry. Choose words carefully to hit your target's emotions directly. This chapter teaches that communication is critical in seduction. Tailor words to your target's desires and insecurities. This strategy works in romance, public speaking, writing, and marketing. But words must feel genuine. Fake flattery gets exposed fast. Greene suggests adding ambiguity and poetic charm to keep targets thinking about you. The mantra is, use words to spark emotions. If you want your words to hit deep, adopt this strategy. Next, we'll talk about paying attention to detail. Stay tuned. Chapter 16. Pay attention to detail. Pay attention to detail shows how small things create big impacts in seduction. Robert Greene says thoughtful gestures, personalized gifts, or noticing preferences make targets feel special. Think Madame de Pompadour, who impressed royalty with meticulous attention. Details show how much you value your target. This chapter teaches that observation and effort are key. Study your target's likes, dislikes, and habits, and incorporate them into your actions. This strategy works in romance, customer service, leadership, and branding, where personalization builds loyalty. But keep it subtle. Overdoing it can seem desperate. Greene suggests targeting emotional triggers, like favorite colors or memories. The mantra is, small details win big hearts. If you want to impress with attention to detail, use this strategy. Chapter 17. Poeticize your presence. Poeticize your presence is about making your presence a romantic, idealized experience. Robert Greene says you must present yourself as a living fantasy. Think Marie Antoinette, who mesmerized with her royal aura. Craft your body language, style, and behavior to seem dreamlike. This chapter teaches that aesthetics and atmosphere are crucial in seduction. Use your surroundings, clothes, even silence to create a poetic vibe. This strategy is perfect for personal branding and social media, but it must feel effortless. Forced romanticism seems fake. Greene suggests tapping into your target's fantasies and presenting yourself as their ideal. The mantra is, make your presence a story that touches hearts. If you want people drawn to your aura, adopt this strategy. Chapter 18. Use spiritual lures. Use spiritual lures shows how tapping into a target's deeper spiritual desires can be powerful. Robert Greene says people crave higher purpose or transcendence, and seducers use this. Think Rasputin, who influenced with his mystical aura. Appeal to your target's spiritual or philosophical side, making them feel you connect with their soul. This chapter teaches that emotional depth is key in seduction. Understand their beliefs, dreams, or existential questions, and make them feel part of a shared spiritual journey. This strategy works in romance, leadership, and community building, but authenticity is crucial. Fake spirituality gets exposed fast. Greene suggests subtly mirroring your target's inner desires. The mantra is, touch their heart and soul. If you want deep connections, use this strategy. Chapter 19. Stir up the transgressive and taboo. Stir up the transgressive and taboo explains how forbidden elements create excitement in seduction. Robert Greene says people crave what's socially unacceptable or risky. Think Lord Byron, who attracted with his rebellious image. Tap into your target's hidden desires and offer a taste of naughtiness or danger, but subtly. This chapter teaches that thrill and risk are powerful in seduction. Add a rebellious or forbidden vibe to your behavior. This strategy works in dating, art, and marketing, where edginess grabs attention. But Greene warns to handle it carefully. Too much extremism can push targets away. The mantra is, spark desire with a touch of naughtiness. If you want people drawn to your bold vibe, use this strategy. Chapter 20. Give them space to fall. The pursuer is pursued. Give them space to fall. The pursuer is pursued is about giving your target room to chase you. Robert Greene says creating distance makes them pursue you harder. Think of it, who hooked people with strategic withdrawals. This strategy taps into human psychology. People want what seems unattainable. This chapter teaches that control and restraint are key in seduction. Make your target feel they're winning you over, while you control the game. This works in dating, negotiations, and leadership, but too much distance can disconnect them. Greene suggests balancing closeness and distance. The mantra is, give them the thrill of the chase. If you want people chasing you, adopt this strategy. Chapter 21. Use physical lures. Use physical lures highlights the importance of physical attraction and body language in seduction. Robert Greene says your appearance, gestures, and eye contact stimulate your target's senses. Think Cleopatra, who mesmerized with seductive movements. Physical lures should be subtle and strategic. Suggestive charm beats overt sexuality. This chapter teaches that non-verbal communication is powerful. Use body language, style, even scent to appeal to the subconscious. This strategy works in romance, personal branding, and public appearances, but it must feel authentic and confident. Greene suggests highlighting your unique physical traits. The mantra is, awaken their senses with body language. If you want to attract with physical charm, use this strategy. Chapter 22. Master the art of the bold move. Master the art of the bold move says the seduction climax comes from a bold, decisive action. Robert Greene explains that when a target is emotionally invested, a confident move can seal the deal. Think Napoleon, who won Josephine with bold romantic gestures. Timing is critical. Not too early, not too late. This chapter teaches that courage and decisiveness are key. Read your target's signals and make an unforgettable move, like a passionate confession or grand gesture. This strategy works in romance, leadership, and negotiations, where bold decisions shine. But Greene warns that a mistimed move can backfire. The mantra is, go heart to heart at the right moment. If you want your seduction to peak, master bold moves. Chapter 23. Beware the after effects. Beware the after effects focuses on managing the aftermath of seduction. Robert Greene says the climax is powerful, but handling what comes next is crucial. Think Don Juan, who navigated post-seduction carefully. Targets are emotionally vulnerable after, and you must respect their feelings. This chapter teaches that seduction is an ongoing process. The endgame is as critical as the start. Decide whether to deepen the relationship or exit gracefully. This strategy works in romance, professional, and social interactions where long-term impact matters. But Greene warns that misuse can cause emotional harm, so ethical boundaries are key. The mantra is, show empathy and responsibility post-seduction. If you want lasting impact, use this strategy. Chapter 24. Regression. Regression is the ultimate seduction step, where you bring your target to an emotionally vulnerable or childlike state, making them dependent on you. Robert Greene says this taps into their inner child, making them feel safe and cared for. Think Freud's patients, who grew reliant on their therapist. Regression dissolves defenses as targets see you as a protector or guide. This chapter teaches that emotional intimacy is powerful. Subtly explore their childhood memories or vulnerabilities and offer comfort. This strategy works in romance, mentorship, and leadership. But Greene warns to use it ethically. Misuse can harm. The mantra is, win their heart and inner child. If you want deep trust, adopt this strategy. This is the book's final chapter, revealing seduction's deepest psychological layers. So guys, that was the summary of The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene. This book shows seduction isn't just about romance, it's an art rooted in psychology, strategy, and emotions. Part 1 covered 9 seductive characters like the siren, rake, and star, while Part 2 broke down the 4 phases of seduction with practical strategies. It's a game changer for relationships, leadership, marketing, and social influence. But Greene warns to use these strategies ethically and responsibly. If you want to boost your charisma, read this book. Love this video? Hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell for new video notifications. Share your thoughts and suggestions in the comments below. We'll catch you in the next deep dive episode. Until then, keep your charm on.